Hello everybody, Steve Dawson here, coming to you from the Hen House Studio in Nashville with another little tip about playing pre-World War II acoustic Hawaiian steel guitar on a tricone, or whatever you're playing it on. This is the 9th one of these, I believe, and I'm going to do one more, which will make it a nice round number 10. And then I have to leave town and do a bunch of touring and some festivals, and so I won't be able to keep these up over the next little while, but you know, please keep subscribing, leave some comments. If you appreciate these little lessons, then let me know. And yeah, maybe I'll bring them back at the end of the summer or something when I'm back here in action. Okay, so let's get into it. Today I wanted to show you a little tune. I'm going to show you this whole song because it's cool, or at least a good chunk of the main melody. This one I learned off a Roy Smeck record. We actually play it, I think, quite a bit faster as I remember. I have it on 78. I've never really heard it released anywhere. I'm sure you could find it on YouTube somewhere. I have this really cool red 78 of this. That's where I learned it from. I think we play it faster than the original, but it's been so long since I've listened to the original on 78 that I don't actually remember. But anyway, this tune is in the key of C. It has a great little progression here. So it's an odd progression. Again, we're not in the key of the tuning, G, we're in the key of C in the G tuning. So interestingly, this song starts on a G, which means it starts on the 5 chord. So there's your first chord. There's 4 bars of the 5 chord. Then it goes to the 1. Then there's this very strange little chord change where it goes 1 down to the 7, not the flat 7, but the 7, and back to the 1, which is C, B, back to C. Love that. So it's C, B, C. Then it starts on C again, B again, D minor. I've talked before about D minor and how you can kind of imply it by just not playing the B string. Or if you're playing with a ukulele or a guitar player or a bass player, you can imply it also at the 3rd fret. Top 2 strings, that will give you an implied D minor chord. But for our purposes right now, I'm just going to go like this. That sort of sounds D minor-y, even though it's technically not. And then G chord, the 5 chord, back to the 1. That's the first half. Second half goes like this, 5 chord again. 4 bars, back to the 1. Then a quick change that goes 4, 6, 2 minor. So that's F, A, D minor. Now, interestingly, I showed you this turnaround for, it was sort of a general turnaround last week, where it goes F, F minor, 1, 6, 2, D minor, G, 5, 1. Okay, so that's the whole progression, the whole second half. So here's the entire thing for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chord. 1, 7. Second half, 1, 7, 2 minor, 5, 1. Okay, that's the first half. Second half is the 5 chord to the 1, 4, 6, 2, 4, 1, 6, 2, 5. There you have it. Okay, so those are the chords. Now, the melody, this is typical Roy Smeck, and he's very different from the way Saul Ho'opi'i plays, which is more jazzy and flashy. Roy Smeck is more old-fashioned, and sometimes I really dig that, and that's what I'm going to show you today. It's very melodic, but it has this sort of old-fashioned-y quality to it, which I love, and I hope you will too. Okay, so let me play you the first phrase, I guess, of this tune. It starts on the G chord, and it takes up the first 4 bars, chunk. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what we got here is this starts with this classic Hawaiian situation where you play the 2nd fret of the 2nd string against the open 1st string. Does that sound horrible? I don't know. I think it's cool. Sol Ho, he uses it all the time. Roy Smeck uses it too. But he goes from there and resolves it by sliding up 1 fret, and there you have a unison. So what we're doing here is a little lick based on G7, and you'll remember from if you take the open G chord, take the top 2 strings, bump it up 3 frets, you've got a 7th chord. So just the top 2 strings at the 3rd fret equals a G7 chord. It's a nice way to augment a G chord. Here's G and here's G7. All right, so the lick goes, it's so 2, 3, open top string. But that first 2, you're actually, what I'm doing is strumming those 2 strings together. So it's 2, 3, open, and then 2 on the top string, 3 on the top string. Crazy little lick. That happens again. Except this time you get to the 3rd fret and then go back to the 2nd fret and back to the 3rd fret. And end with this. Just 5th fret a couple times. You can kind of phrase it however you want, but that's the idea. So here's how it goes. I'll do it nice and slow. There's a pickup, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me do that one more time. 2, 3. Okay, so that takes care of our 4 bars of G. Then we change to the C chord. And at the C chord, we're going to start at the 2nd fret, top string, go up to the 3rd fret, 4th, 5th. I usually kind of really milk that melody. Something like that maybe, or a little trill leading in. That's the melody. It just goes 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5, slide up to the 9th fret, which that's a B note, and that's where that crazy little change happens to the B chord. So that's why it's there, and that's why it works. And then we end up at the 7th fret. So that whole run just goes. It's up to you how you want to embellish that or phrase it, but that's the idea. So whole thing so far, we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that takes us up to the 8th bar. Then we're going to go like this. That's a little phrase. This is very Roy Smecky. Sliding up to the 10th fret, top string. This is all on the top string. 3 notes, I guess. At the 10th fret, then 9, 7. Do that again. So twice in a row we have this. And that follows by this cool little resolve that just goes. That's 10, 9, 3. With a giant slide in between. Again, all on the top string. And then you take that motif and change it so that it goes. So that's 9, 7, 5. Again, 9, 7, 5. 9, 7, 2. Okay, nice little melody. So that chunk goes like this. 2, 3, 4. All right. So that's the first half of the tune. Let me play you the whole first half. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the first half. Second half starts exactly the same as the first half. Identical. And then we're going to do the same climb again. Except this time we're going to resolve to that C chord. A couple little blasts on the top string there. And then jump down to the 3rd string, 5th fret. And then that's just a little an outline of a D minor chord that we're hitting. At this point, we're at the turnaround. We're jumping up to the F chord, the 4 chord, going F, F minor, C, A7, that whole thing that I showed you last week. So anyway, we've got now this melody is over the same thing that I showed you last week. It's just a different thing that's happening over the exact same chord changes. But again, it's very cool and very Roy Smecky. Let me play it kind of slowly first, the whole thing, so you can hear it. Okay, so what happens here is you just jump up to the 10th fret, because we are on the F chord, and that's our F chord there. So you go like this. So you're sliding up on the 10th and playing the 2nd string and 1st string. And then do the exact same thing at the 10th fret, but on the 3rd and 2nd string. So you get, that's very smecky. And then end up on the 6th fret of the 2nd string and the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And that's outlining the D minor chord again. So really we're doing it's kind of we're just outlining that D minor chord all over the place. I'll do that a few times. 3, 4. Another cool thing to do is if you get really down to the bridge, you can make the tone of the guitar much more nasally, and that would be something that would be something that he would do, and that would sound more like this. I like doing that at that part in the song, actually, for some reason. It sounds good nasally to me. Anyway, let's finish this off. We got 7th fret, then go down to the 6th fret and back to the 7th fret, and then that's 10, 3 shots on 10, 9, 7, let that fall down and hit 2, all on the top string again. 1, 2, that's 5, let it fall down to 3, up to 7, all on the top string again, 7 to 5, all on the top string, and here's the weird little funny turnaround to end the turnaround. What is it? Hold on. That's it. 10. These are all very short staccato notes. I sometimes have a hard time playing this stuff really slow, but that's what it is. So it's 10, 5, 9, 5, 7, 6, 5. And that's the whole thing. Okay, let's do the second half. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3. you can see what I mean by very old-fashioned, very nostalgic feeling. There's a way that he plucks melodies out of the air that is very much like that and different from other players. So that's the Roy Smeck crash course. Let me play the whole thing nice and slow for you, and you can get an idea of how that goes, and then I'll stick a track on and play you a little bit of it. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Second half. Turn around. Again. So that's the whole song. I hope you have fun with this. I will play it for you now, kind of up to speed, the way that we play it with the Volcano Brothers. There's lots of cool stuff in there. It's very nostalgic sounding, and I love playing this song. I hope you do too, as you learn how to play it like Roy Smeck might have. We'll see you next week for one more of these, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.